Welcome everyone. Please stand by. We are about to start the program in 2 minutes. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure that each and every one of you are as excited as I am. We are here today in Clark Pampanga Hilton Hotel, and I am very excited to share this day with you and, of course, to share every food that we are about to try today. I'm very excited to see, of course, beautiful and handsome faces. I'm sure that we are all having a great afternoon. So once again, my name is Zari and I will be your host for today. We are going to embark this journey with beautiful and satisfying our palates with, of course, the flavors of Pampanga Manyaman. Of course, today is the 28th of May, 2021, and I'm sure that you guys are definitely looking forward to what is in store for our event today. So shall we go ahead and, of course, start the beautiful day? A wonderful afternoon once again to everyone. How is everyone doing? Just a thumbs up would suffice, yes? Good, all right. I hope they were all having an amazing time and of course an exciting and unforgettable culinary beautiful Hilton Clark. Welcome to Flavors of Pampanga. If you're wondering, Manyaman is the Kapampangan word for Masarap. That's right. I guarantee that our show will be filled with everything Manyaman. So hello to all our Kapampangans watching right now, and of course to everyone tuned in, and of course our live stream over Facebook and YouTube. Hello po, kamusta po tayo lahat dyan sa inyong mga magagandang tahanan? We would love to hear your thoughts, your expectations of what Kapampangan food that you would love to try. Anything that you would want to share, of course. Go ahead and comment and type in the chat box and share how excited you are all for this afternoon festivities, because I sure am super excited as well. You know what? Today marks the culmination of this year's edition of Filipino Food Month. That's right, now in its third year. The Filipino Food Month is a platform for a campaign for the appreciation and preservation of Filipino culinary heritage. From the start, The month-long series of events and activities sparked important conversations among chefs, restaurateurs, food producers, and scholars with an interest in Filipino food. I think we are all included in that, right? And what a better way to culminate Filipino Food Month than to showcase and highlight the culinary heritage and rich food history of Central Luzon. And of course, the rightful host for this culmination is, of course, the culinary capital of the Philippines, Pampanga. There is no denying that the province of Pampanga boasts of the best and must-try Filipino dishes. And of course, you could ever imagine that is right here. One thing that you never absolutely miss during your trip to Pampanga is, of course, to try the amazing food offerings, right? Whether it's local restaurants, hotels, and even humble eateries. Right now, I'm thinking of sisig, bringhe, which is paella, morcon, kamaru. I'm getting really excited, and of course, my tummy is too. That sure made me hungry just by thinking about that, and of course, you guys are getting hungry as well. I look forward to the eating part of the program, which I'm sure you guys are also. But first, let me do my job as I give you a glimpse of flavors and rich food history of Central Luzon. We have invited renowned chefs who will demonstrate the finest Kapampangan dishes and share their insights on the best and thriving culinary gems of Pampanga. This is perfect for those who want to pay a visit for Central Luzon, as this virtual celebration will serve as a sneak peek of what you can expect once you set foot in this region. So are you guys excited? Before all of our much-awaited activities, here to give his welcome remarks, Governor Dennis G. Pineda of Pampanga. Let's all watch this.
Magandang araw po sa ating lahat, sa Department of Tourism Region 3 at sa lahat ng participants ngayong umaga. We would like to welcome each and everyone to the province of Pampanga, the culinary capital of the Philippines. Likas po sa mga Kapampangan ang passion for cooking and eating. Mula sa mga masasarap na putahe tulad ng sisig, betute, humba, bringhe at kamaru, hanggang sa mga matatamis na delicacies gaya ng maha blanca, iba-ibang famous halo-halo at tamales, tunay pong hindi magpapahuli ang lutong Kapampangan. Sa katunayan po, more than our famous tourist destinations here in the province, kadalasan pong dinarayo dito ay ang iba't ibang mga Kapampangan restaurants. Kaya iniimbitahan ko po kayo na makilahok sa Flavors of Pampanga para matikman ang mga pinagmamalaki ng bawat Kapampangan. Ngayong pandemya, patuloy po nating pasiglahin ang ating kultura at ang ating tourism industry through supporting our own food and products. Muli, maraming salamat po at Happy Filipino Food Month. Malaos Kopu!
Thank you very much, Governor Dennis Pineda, for hosting the culmination of Filipino Food Month. Gustong-gusto ko yung sinabi niya na paglaguin pa natin yung industriya ng tourism, because ito talaga yung nagpapakilala kung gaano kaganda at kung gaano kasarap ang mga putahe, ang mga pagkain na hindi lang sa Pampanga, kundi sa iba't ibang lugar din ng Pilipinas. But syempre, today we are also going to focus on Kapampangan dishes because we are definitely here in Pampanga and we are definitely excited for what they have to offer us. Right now, we are going to, of course, introduce to you our next speaker to open this speech or opening speech, our former President of the Philippines, Miss Gloria Macapagal Arroyo.
My papamanyatang King Pampanga. That means welcome to Pampanga. And congratulations to the organizers and participants of the Flavors of Pampanga Manyaman. I'm sure this event is an unforgettable food tasting experience for our guests and another affirmation of the culinary excellence and artistry of our Cabalens. Let's make Flavors of Pampanga an annual affair that our countrymen can look forward to. With Manyaman, mabuhay!
Once again, that was the former president of the Philippines, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Thank you so much, ma'am. Of course, a very empowering woman, I might add. From one remarkable woman to another, our next speaker is known for her relentless efforts in getting our tourism back on track. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from the most beautiful Secretary of Department of Tourism, Honorable Bernadette Romulo Puyat.
Mayap agat panapon, good afternoon. The Department of Tourism warmly welcomes you to the flavors of Pampanga Manyaman. Throughout the month of April, Filipino Food Month was celebrated all over the Philippines and even around the world. The festival exhibited the diversity of Filipino cuisine from north to south and region to region. With Pampanga being the culinary capital of the Philippines, I wouldn't be surprised if every month in the province is considered Filipino Food Month. Today, DOT Region 3 brings you an event that showcases the rich culinary traditions of the Central Plains with live cooking demonstrations, video presentations, a special talk, and an open forum with our special guests. Kapampangans have long been proud of their food heritage, from the colonial to the native and the exotic. By exotic, we refer to the betute and kamaru, two of Kapampangan's most famous dishes. But the history behind them reveals that they were actually invented out of necessity for survival. According to Robbie Tantingco, director of the Center for Kapampangan Studies, when the Kapampangan men were sent to work in Cavite shipyards during the Spanish era, only women and children were left to till the farms. Kapampangan women kept food on the table by turning frogs and mole crickets into tasty dishes. Not only is Kapampangan food rich in history, it is rich, period. From the deliciously fatty sisig to the salty burong talangka to the sinfully sweet santraval and array of kakanin, this is a regional cuisine that is decadent and flavorful owing to its location on a fertile river delta. Pampanga is a leading proponent of culinary tourism in the Philippines, and we would like to thank everyone from this region who have supported, promoted, and furthered culinary tourism. The desire to eat good food and immerse oneself in a culture through its cuisine is a powerful motivator for traveling. And so, the Department of Tourism takes food tourism seriously. According to the 2020 Food Travel Monitor, 7.2 out of 10 travelers chose a destination by its food and drink. In the Philippines, almost 30% of a foreign tourist expenditure was spent on food and beverages. In an archipelago with a myriad of regional cuisines, we have much to offer to the hungry traveler, from fresh seafood to hearty meats, fiesta foods to boodle fights, fine dining to adventurous street fare. During the pandemic, cooking and sharing food, donating to food drives, and starting food businesses help a lot of people to survive. Perhaps the way to tourism recovery will also be our bellies. To all the participants, maraming salamat po for joining this wonderful event organized by DOT Region 3 led by RD Carolina Uy in support of culinary tourism. May your taste buds be tickled and your curiosity piqued as you delve deeper into Kapampangan cuisine and culture. Dakal salamat, mabuhay, and stay safe.
Once again, let's give it up for Secretary Bernadette Romulo Puyat of Department of Tourism. ang ganda nung sinabi ni Secretary na it actually was made out of necessity. But kita nyo naman, everyone from all over the world, from far and wide distances, they all travel here in Pampanga just to try these dishes. Kaya naman, nakaka-proud talaga. At ang sabi pa niya nga kanina, na hindi siya magugulat kung ito ay maging monthly, hindi lang annually, dahil talagang ganun kasasarap ang Kapampangan dishes. Of course, these dishes are definitely made with such an exquisite, katulad ni Chef dito, talagang ready ang kanyang mga ingredients na talaga namang coming from the heart and of course made with love. Now everyone, are you ready of course to find the inner foodie in you? Because ako na-excite na talaga ako. Kagaya rin ng sinabi ni Secretary kanina, marami pa talaga tayong mga dishes na makikilala or malalasahan dito lamang sa Pampanga. And syempre, ito mga Kapampangan dishes na to, it's rich with flavor. And not just that, it's very nourishing as well. And it's also not just known here in Pampanga, also all the way in Manila, and not just here, of course, globally as well. So sana lahat talaga pwedeng makatikim dito ng mga Kapampangan dishes here in Pampanga. So ano pang hinihintay nyo? The next trip that you are going to think of, or siguro with your friends or your family. And of course, syempre, we all know that we are still in the middle of pandemic, but little by little, I can see that there are things na pwede na natin gawin out of the vicinity ng ating mga cities. I'm from Manila myself, and I have traveled all the way from Manila to here just to try this Kapampangan dishes. And I still already have list of restaurants that I have in mind that I would want to try here, and I'm sure kayo rin. For those of you, of course, who would want to open up your inner foodie just like me and go on a culinary adventure, tara na, sumama na kayo. So what are you waiting for? Sit back, relax, and indulge yourself in this virtual celebration like no other. Let's start with the live cooking demonstration by the executive sous chefs of Hilton, Clarkson Valley Resort. Let's all welcome, give it a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Chef Patricia Messina. Hello, Chef Pat!
Hi, Gary.
Kamusta po tayo?
Mabuti. Ikaw, kamusta ka naman?
Mabuting-mabuti, and I am super excited po.
Yes.
And I'm super excited sa inyong lulutuin ngayon, Chef. Ayan. So what exactly are you making today?
We're making an heirloom recipe. No, I've learned from my grandmother, which is the nilagang baka with chorizo de Bilbao.
Ayan. Actually, nahulaan ko, Chef, kasi tinitignan ko yung ingredients kanina. Sabi ko, ano ba to? Ano bang dish ito? Nung nakita ko, sabi ko, bakit may chorizo? So siguro yun ang twist, and so many others, I would say.
Yes, that's true.
Alright, so what inspired you to do this? Or what's the inspiration for this recipe?
Actually, this is very close to my heart. This is one of the first dishes that I've learned from my grandmother. So it's a very simple dish, and it's very comforting. So we serve this during Sundays for family gatherings, and also is a staple for our medianoche or Noche Buena. So it's something special to me, although very simple.
That is very sweet naman, Chef. Naku, parang feeling ko gusto kong sumama sa inyong mga medianoche minsan.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much. So, Chef, si Lola or si Grandma din po ba ang nag-inspire sa inyo to become a chef as well?
Yes, my Lola Mamang. The love and passion for cooking, of course, I got it from my grandmother and, of course, my mother. So, and I want to share this, growing up with good food in the house, so I want to share it with other people. And also being a chef, I'd like to share this to the younger generation, so it will continue.
Nako, Chef Pa, talaga nung very well said, sharing it to the generations
Yes.
to come talaga,
Correct.
especially yung mga homegrown recipes natin na galing pa kay Mamang at doon kay Mamang ni Mamang.
Correct.
Diba? Alright, so any traditional cooking techniques that you have acquired po from Mamang?
All right. One thing is sangkutsa. Sangkutsa is pre-cooking or parboiling. So, and also cooking low and slow. So, we should not hurry the process.
Right.
So, kailangan, kung pakulo yung mga meat, ng dahan-dahan para lumambot at lumabas lahat ng malinamnam na lasa.
Ayan, tama naman po talaga. And syempre, kagaya rin ng sinabi ko kanina, it's very critical na alam natin na we are making this with love. And syempre, if we take our time, konting dash ng salt. And syempre, with love yan, konting dash ng pepper. Ayan. So, what's your favorite Kapampangan dish, chef?
Okay. One of my favorite, actually, to name a few, I love mechado, the mechado of my mom, kare-kare, which we make from scratch, no? And also basic for breakfast, I like to see, no? And definitely, I love taba ng talangka.
Oh, don't we all? But don't we all hate ourselves after that as well? But it's worth it, di ba nga po? Alright, so itong mga putahe na po ito, itong mga dishes na to, why do you think people or foodies all over the world rave about Kapampangan dishes? What's in these dishes po talaga that separates it from the others?
Okay, definitely, Kapampangan cuisine is very rich in flavor. And we do not skimp on ingredients, no? We are very generous and we use quality ingredients. So, and with the dishes that we make, no, it's very vibrant in color, especially the vegetables.
I can see that. We have greens, we have carrots, oranges, yellows, and reds, yung mga peppers natin. And Chef, can I just ask, ano po ito?
That is pink peppercorn, just to give extra color to the final
That's
dish.
really nice. Talagang makikita may rainbow talaga tayo dito. Alright, well, Chef, as an executive sous chef of an international hotel chain, how are you promoting naman po the Filipino food here?
Actually, you know, with our menus, no, we try to incorporate Filipino dishes, may it be in our a la carte or banquet menus. And of course, we still, I stay true to the authenticity of the flavors of the Filipino food, but we present it in a contemporary way.
That's right. Kasi feeling ko din talaga, apart from doon sa pleasing our palate, syempre dapat pleasing to the eyes din. Presentation is definitely key.
Definitely.
Of
Certainly.
course. And once again, that was Chef Pat. And the dish today is nilagang baka.
Lagang baka with chorizo de Bilbao or Spanish chorizo.
There you have it. I hope that all of you are inspired to serve this at home because nothing beats home-cooked meals. Also ideal if you would want to experience eating in a restaurant inside the comfort of your homes. So once again, here's Chef Pat with, of course, her nilaga. Let's go watch this.
Okay, to start, we start first with a bit of oil. But first and foremost, you know, I've already pre-cooked the beef. Slowly cooked it so it will be tender. So meron na tayong kaldo, yung pinaka-beef stock niya. So we start first with browning our beef shank. So ang ginagamit ko ay beef shank. May bulalo sa loob, no? Ayan. So iba-brown lang natin ito. And then, we add shallots, garlic, meron din tayong chorizo para magdagdag ng extrang flavor. So ito yung pinagkaiba ng nilaga, Kapampangan style. At nagdadagdag din kami ng ham bones. So, yon pwede rin gamitin yon. Okay. So now, meron ako naka-prepare na beef stock na ipopour na natin ito dito. So traditionally, no, papakuluan natin to hanggang lumambot. But we have to cut on the time, no? So meron na akong prepared na pinalambot na baka. So we will just add it to the soup. Halo-halo lang, napakadali. Kaya ito yung unang natutunan kong putahe na natutunan ko sa lola ko. Kasi lahat hinahalo lang. We just have to be patient and wait, no? Na slowly cooking it, making the meat tender. Okay. So, dadagdagan ko lang ng konti pang sabaw. Alright. So, when everything is done, we add now the vegetables. So, I have here saging na saba. Maraming version ng kanya-kanyang bahay. So, this is the version of my family from San Fernando. So, we add potatoes. Okay. And then we also have corn. Ito, nagdadagdag ng natural na tamis sa ating broth. Okay. So, to add freshness, I put celery. And then a bit of garbanzos. Ito parang parang twist siya or combination na siya ng cocido, puchero, nilaga, no? So you can see the ingredients. But if you add like tomato sauce, this is already puchero, right? Oh, sorry. Okay. So we add some more onion leeks. And then of course, we will add last, the green leafy vegetables like the cabbage and our Asian, it's a bok choy, no? It's a Taiwan pechay. So we'll just wait. Let it simmer. You can add some more, okay. I can add some more peppercorn, yeah, to give a bit of spice, but not too much. And then, ang pampalasa, kailangan malinamnam ang lutong Kapampangan. So, naglalagay ako ng patis. Alright. So, when this is done, you just wait a while. Oh, just of course, for color, you need the carrot. Okay. All right. So, as you can see, we have vibrant colors. It's very simple and yet it's very appetizing. Okay. So now, we can plate it. So we'll just transfer. Everything to our serving dish. Sorry. So, i-arrange lang natin ng maayos. Yan, malambot na yung baka dyan. Some more carrots, the corn. So you could also add Baguio beans or French beans to this dish. So lalagyan na lang natin ng sabaw. Okay, for a finishing touch, you can add some more peppercorns and some curly onion leeks just to make it more presentable. And of course, the ingredient that made a difference to the dish, to the simple nilaga, Spanish chorizo. That's it. Okay. So what do we serve this with? We serve it with calamansi, sili, at patis. Kulang na lang? Anong kulang na lang? Kanin.
Knock knock, chef.
Tama.
Knock knock, pwede po ba makisali sa kitchen
nako,
natin?
please come.
Ayan, naku.
Sorry.
It
So, this
looks
is it.
so good.
Ayan.
Napaka-espesyal naman, Chef Pat. And syempre, the best way to eat this is of course by sharing it with your loved ones. And syempre, with the love of your life, which is yourself. Dahil ikaw lang talaga yung makakaubos ng isang bowl. I'm pretty sure that it's that good. Chef, congratulations. I'm sure that this is going to be a hit. I can't wait to try it, pero later on na po natin gagawin yan. That was indeed super inviting. Make sure, all of you, of course, that are home, make sure that you include those restaurants in your itinerary here. And of course, looking forward tayo kay Chef Pat. Once again, Chef Pat, thank you so much for, of course, gracing us with your presence and for giving us the secret recipe to Mamang's Nilagang
Thank you,
Baka.
Zari. It was my pleasure. I hope to see you here soon.
Me too. Thank you so much, Chef. Here you go po.
Thank you. Thank you.
back, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, to, of course, Flavors of Pampanga Manyaman. I'm sure that you guys have enjoyed it. How is that for showcasing everything beautiful in Pampanga, right? Not just the food, not just its delicacies, but also everything. They highlighted places and, of course, attractions that you can do while you're here. So what are we waiting for? I'm sure that that was indeed exciting for every one of you. Make sure that you include those restaurants in your itinerary next time you come here in Pampanga. And of course, to make your trip more exciting the next time, let's have another cooking demonstration, shall we? Our next chef is a well-known Kapampangan chef and the founder of Howard Dizon's Catering Services. Joining us this afternoon is, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Chef Howard Dizon.
Hello.
Kamusta, Chef?
Kamusta? Okay lang. Kamusta?
Looking forward din po ako dahil this is our second dish. Kaya talagang medyo ine-expect ko na ba, ano na ba yung ating next na dish? Dahil kanina nagkaroon na tayo ng napakasarap din talaga and very exciting flavors.
Yeah.
Or twist ni Chef Pat kanina ng kanyang nilaga. Kayo naman, Chef, ano po ba ang ating gagawin ngayon? What is our recipe for today?
So, ang dish na to ay asadong dina ng baka with castañas.
Oh, I've never heard that one before.
Oo. So, dish na to, kamukha ng mga naunang chef na nag-demo. So, usually makikita mo rin to usually sa mga spread namin during Christmas. Okay? Because this dish was parang pinasa sa amin ng mami ko. My mom is 74 years old. Okay, parang na-expose kami sa kanya sa pagkain ito na maliit pa lang kami. Presence ng castañas pag Pasko, makikita mo. So, nilalagyan niya yung
That's
asadong
so
dila.
true naman. So, parang kumbaga family heirloom na din to. Talagang passed down to generation to generation.
Kaya lang may mga bagay na yung style niya, papalitan mo lang konti just to improve. Yeah.
And of course, just to make it your own.
Yeah.
Tapos yung papasahan naman, let's say si Junior or kung sino man sa mga anak or sa mga apo na gustong gumaya or kuhain ang family heirloom, bigyan din nila ng sarili nilang twist, di ba? So where do you usually source your ingredients, Chef? Dito
lang. Locally, meron ka makikita ng mga ganito. Pero ang ano nito, so ngayon dila ng baka, pero pwede itong i-replace kahit anong klaseng meat na pwede.
Oh, so pwede siyang chicken, pwede siyang beef, ganyan. Kung ano yung preferred mo.
Pwede.
Mag-iiba ba ng lasa yun? More or less, mag-iiba siya ng lasa, Chef, ano?
Siguro dun lang sa pinakakarni lang. Pero yung ipapakita natin recipe ngayon, na malinamnam, malasa, will remain. Definitely, maiiwan yun.
So, Chef, before I go ahead and ask kung ano ang inyong mga favorite Kapampangan dishes, pwedeng i-run through nyo po muna ko dito sa inyong mga very vibrant din ang nakikita kong colors dito sa inyong ingredients. Ano po ba itong mga ingredients na ito?
So, dito, yung siyempre pinakamahalagang dish recipe natin dito is yung dila ng baka. So, yung dila ng baka, it was already pre-cooked. Binagyan ng konting celery and onions. Tapos binalatan namin.
May lasa na po siya
meron
talaga.
Na siya lasa kahit paano. And hindi na siya ganun masyadong katigas. Okay? So, tapos makikita niyo pa dito, I have ang asadong Kapampangan kasi usually kamatis lang. Di ba? Yun ang laging ano. Kaya hindi ko masyadong tatawagin na heirloom or ano to. Pero may kamatis ito. Pero sabi ko nga, you have to improve yung lasa. So, naglagay ako ng konting tomato paste and tomato sauce. Tapos, pero ang exposure ko sa mama ko, when we were kids, may butter noon na uso na nakalata. So, alam ko, ayaw ko magbanggit, nakalatang butter, lalagyan niya para malinamnam. Tapos, pag may queso de bola kami, lalagyan niya. So, yun ang siguro, isang bagay yon na magpapatunay na ang mga Kapampangan pag nagluto, gusto talaga sobra yung quality and lasa ng
Tama
pagkain.
naman. Kagaya rin sinabi ni Chef Pat kanina, yung richness talaga ng flavor nandoon, di ba? And syempre, when you put butter, talagang nagiging rich yung flavor.
Yeah, we usually eat this the morning after the Christmas Eve. Okay, so pandesal, asadong dila ng baka, tamales, and tsokolating batirol. Okay, the presence of castañas definitely will give the feel na talagang Paskong Pasko.
Paskong Pasko. Totoo naman yan. Dahil syempre nakikita natin ang castañas everywhere we go, especially kapag talagang Christmas time na, di ba?
Okay,
Alright, so going back to your favorite Kapampangan dish naman, Chef, ano ba ang inyong Apart from this, kasi syempre ito, kumbaga lumaki na kayo dito, talaga nakagisnan yung ito ang masarap talaga na luto sa inyo. Pero sa inyo, ano naman ang ibang favorite Kapampangan dishes naman?
Siguro napaka-obvious naman sa katawan ko, no? So, siguro talagang talagang hindi ko pagsasawaan ng sisig.
Masarap
Okay,
talaga.
hindi ko talaga pagsasawaan dahil meron siyang lasa na hindi ka magsasawa because of the presence of the calamansi. Okay, tapos the presence of chicken liver, yung linamnam. So pag yun, hindi ka talaga magsasawa, nakakainin ng araw-araw ang sisig ng Kapampangan.
Totoo. Tapos pwede mong ilagay sa mainit na kanin. At kapag mahilig ka naman sa maanghang, lagyan mo lang ng konting
Yeah,
sili.
yeah,
Ay,
oo.
talaga. Totoo naman po yan. So, Chef, can you tell us more about Culinary in Pampanga? How did you come up with this idea along with Kapampangan chefs po na meron kayo?
Okay, so siguro, I'm a graduate of Hotel and Restaurant Management, no? So bilang isang Kapampangan, talagang nakisali pa ako sa isang grupo, no, na Culinary Pampanga, at nakisali din kami sa isang grupo sa Manila na Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement para mapanatili at ma-promote mabuti ang pagkain Pilipino, no? Siguro pag mapunta kayo sa Facebook ko, makikita nyo masyado akong panatiko sa mga pagkain Kapampangan or pagkain Pilipino, no? Minsan sinusubaybayan ko rin yung mga pinopost ng ibang bansa ng mga Filipino chef. Tapos sikat sila doon. Hindi ko kinakaya na i-post sila, i-share sila kasi proud ako
Siyempre naman po.
na pagmalaki ang pagkain Pilipino, lalong-lalo na ang pagkain Pampanga.
Siyempre naman, Chef, dahil talaga namang mapagmamalaki naman talaga. At talaga
Definitely.
namang kapag natikman nila, hindi sila magsisisi. If anything, balikan
Yeah,
pa, hindi po
oo,
ba?
oo.
So ngayon, Chef, how can you further Kapampangan cuisine naman po, especially during this time? Siyempre, what can you evolve doon sa ating existing Kapampangan na?
Siguro nga, no, yung nasabi nga ng ibang chef, na huwag ka lang magstay dun sa mga dati, okay? Kung hindi, huwag mong iuurong yung pagkamagandang kalidad. Kung hindi, try to move forward, elevate the presentation, elevate the taste, para mas lalo tayong makilala.
Right.
Okay, don't stop. Parang ano lang yan di ba? Parang edukasyon, hindi ka, non-stop. Non-stop na
Never-ending
karunungan
naman po
dapat
talaga.
at
Totoo.
inobasyon ang idagdag sa pagkain Pampanga or Pilipinas. Okay?
Very well said, Chef. Nako, with you having that said, nai-excite na po ako dito sa dish natin. So why don't we go ahead and of course showcase your
Asadong
dila ng baka.
With
Let's go ahead and
castañas.
watch
Okay.
Chef Dizon. Chef Howard Dizon.
Okay. So, una po, the usual, oil muna po tayo for sauteing. Okay. Then we add our garlic. So ako po, nakaugalian ko ay saute my garlic first. Okay. Very traditional. Okay. Tapos po yung onions po natin. Kung mapapansin nyo po, napaka-generous po ng onions and garlic ko na ginamit. Okay. Tapos po, bell peppers, the red bell peppers. Then, may tomato paste and tomato sauce. Okay. Susutay ko muna po sila. Okay. I will now add the oxtang na napakulo na po to. This was already boiled in a little of celery and onion. Ito po yung parang tip ko sa inyo. Okay. Kahit papano, parang ipinipirito muna yung protein or yung baka sa mantika or dun sa mga unang ingredients na nagamit or nasaute. Okay? Just, hindi ko alam what's the theory behind, but my mom taught me this na pabayaan mo po na mapirito muna ng konti yung karne dun sa sinote mo. Okay? I'm adding now the tomatoes, okay? Mapansin niyo po, this one's already blended, na parang na-puree na siya para mabilis siya maluto. At the same time, the sauce will be very fine, no? Malapot. I will add now a little of water muna. Okay. Okay. So, pakuloyin lang po natin ng konti. Now, I'll add a little of the calamansi extract, no? The juice. Soy sauce. So, kung makikita niyo po, at this point pa lang, makikita niyo ng pagkakrema ng sauce ng asado. Okay. Okay. So, syempre, ang sikreto pa rin nito, okay, matagal na papakuluin hanggang makikita mo, nagmamantika na siya. Okay? At very tender yung dila ng baka. Kahit paano po kasarap ang dish, no? The sauce, the ingredients na dinagay ninyo, minsan, ang mga papakainin mo, they prefer pa rin na dapat napakalambot ng dila ng baka just for them to appreciate the dish, right? So, dapat po hindi nagmamadali, tamang-tama yung oras para lumambot yung dila ng baka. I will add now the cheese, okay? When we were kids, my mom will usually add queso de bola kung meron kami sa bahay, no? So, siguro yun yung isang mapapansin nyo sa paglulutong Kapampangan. Hindi nagtitipid sa mga ingredients. Okay? So, that's butter po. So, we'll add a little of pepper and salt. And of course, a little of sugar. Okay? Definitely adding sugar, mas maglalabas ito ng lasa. Okay? The usual asado, makikita nyo, buo-buo yung onions, buo-buo yung kamatis na makikita niyo the traditional way of cooking it. Okay? Wala akong problema doon. Okay? Pero syempre dito, sometimes for presentation purposes, mas maganda yung napaka-uniform ng sauce na wala kang makikitang mga ibang mga malalaking hiwa. Okay? So later po makikita niyo kung anong gagawin ko. Just to make the dish more parang malasa at very appealing yung dating. Okay? So, papalaputin lang po natin. Okay? So, yung oxtail po pinrepare ko, napaka-tender na. Okay? So, hahanguin ko lang po yung the dila ng baka.
Knock-knock, Chef?
Yes po.
Kamusta na po ang ating pagluluto?
Okay,
Naku
now we're almost
plating
done,
na.
yeah.
Chef,
Kaya lang may
naaamoy ko
papakita.
siya from off-stage.
Yeah, may
Sobrang bango, talagang nakakagutom na. Kanin na lang nga ang ulam talaga. Ay, kanin na lang ang ulam. Kanin na lang ang kulang talaga.
So, ipapakita ko lang yung bakit meron tayong isang hand blender na nandyan na hindi ko pa ginagamit. Okay? Na gusto ko ma-appreciate ng mga manonood na walang tinatagong secret si Chef Howard Dizon. Okay?
Ooh. Parang ang sarap-sarap. Parang ang bango-bango niya talaga. Naamoy mo siya all over. I was off stage kanina. Sabi ko, parang ang bango naman talaga ng niluluto ni Chef. Nag-order na ako ng kanin, guys. Anybody wants rice? Baka may gusto magpadagdag, magpasabay?
Okay.
Ooh.
So,
Tapos i-blend natin siya. At Chef, bakit natin ginagawa ito? Para ba to thicken it?
yeah, para for me, no, napakagandang tignan kasi pag fine yung sauce mo, napaka-uniform, wala kang makikita mga cuts na hindi uneven. Hindi naman ano to, hindi siya parang optional, okay?
Optional
Pero syempre mas maganda na may
Pero syempre, Chef, mas lalasa siya kasi talagang na-blend na siya all together, di ba? Parang masarap din siyang gawing soup, no?
Okay. Okay.
At nandito pa ang ating kastanyas, nakikita ko.
So we'll add now our castañas, okay?
Ayan.
Since ano na to, luto na, no? May nabibili ng field nito na dati, babalatan mo pa ngayon, may nabibili na, so it's very easy.
Very easy na lang
Okay.
talaga, totoo. Makikita natin, sobrang boiling na
So,
siya.
makikita niyo yung
Boiling to
crema.
perfection.
Okay, yung krema ng ating asadong dila ng baka with castañas. Okay? So,
Sobrang mouth-watering yung itsura niya talaga.
So, ito ang asadong dila ng baka with castañas.
Of course, by Chef Howard Dizon yan. Parang ang sarap talaga.
Okay. So, thank you.
And there you have it. Thank you so much, Chef
Thank you.
Howard
Thank
Dizon.
you.
Talaga namang looking forward kaming lahat sa iyong asadong dila. Seeing all these appetizing dishes talaga na makikita nyo, sobrang looking forward tayo na matikman sila. Thank you so much,
Okay,
Chef.
thank you. Thank you.
I am sure that you guys want more. Before I introduce our next guest, ayan, tignan muna natin ito. Parang talagang twist yung may kastanyas because it's very seldom to find a dish na merong kastanyas, 'di ba? Kaya talagang mapapaisip ka kung ano yung ginawa ni Chef Howard Dizon na twist para talagang i-incorporate niya itong asadong dila na to with the kastanyas nga and to make it feel more homey and also more Christmassy, if you will. Ayan, so going back, let's take a look at the finest Kapampangan dishes made by their local chefs in this showcase. Ladies and gentlemen, please watch this.
Kapampangans in general are warm and accommodating, but one thing that I am really sure of is that Kapampangans are very passionate about food. My name is JP Gutierrez. I am the Director of Sales of Hilton Clarkson Valley Resort. This is my 12th year in the hospitality industry, and I have different types of experiences from a VIP guest of 2 persons to as big as 3,000 person convention. So each of those experience has really contributed to where I am right now. Client interactions has helped me prepare opening and now operating Hilton Clarkson Valley Resort.
Ako si Jerry Miranda, sous chef ng Midori Hotel Casino. Bestseller namin dito yung grilled salmon, grilled steak, tsaka baby back ribs. Favorite ko, baby back ribs, kasi yung baby back ribs, ako yung gumawa ng menu.
I'm Chef Jose Carmelito Esquizon. I am the Executive Chief Chef of Park Inn by Ladson Clark. I graduated in 2007, Hotel and Restaurant Management. But since then, nag-work ako as a chef from different restaurants and hotel here in Pampanga.
One of the most memorable interactions that we've had with our guests would be, of course, our soft opening during December 30, when we welcomed our first guest. After several years of waiting, and due to the pandemic, it was really good to welcome actual guests into our hotel.
Nakikipag-interact po kami sa mga guests, lalo na nung hindi pa pandemic. Minsan, kapag may order sila, lalo na yung mga regular guests namin, kinakausap namin sila kung kumusta yung food na pin-prepare namin sa kanila.
Sometimes matututo ka sa kanila and sometimes very appreciative talaga sila. Pag na-appreciate, of course masaya. Pag nag-suggest, thankful. So I think every interactions are memorable for us.
The dining experience here is something more intimate. I think that's really what sets Kapampangan dining different from other parts of the Philippines. It's more closer to the heart. Parang pamilya talaga. So when Kapampangans are dining with guests, there's really a more personal connection to it.
As a chef, I think not only as a chef, but in whole areas of life talaga, yung learnings continues. So pag may bago, you have to be on track. Hindi ka pwedeng maiwan. So dapat alam mo kung ano nangyayari, not only here, but all over the world.
Kung yung gagawin mong isang bagay, kulang yung ingredients mo, hindi ka masaya sa ginawa mo. Parang may yung lasa na wala na yung isa. Di baling mandagdag ka ng ingredients, huwag mo siya kukulangin. Kasi yung recipe, guide lang siya. Pero ikaw yung balang kung paano siya sumarap.
Yung mga Kapampangan dish kasi, as much as possible, we keep it authentic. But on the other dishes, meron din kaming mga ini-introduce based on trends talaga. And you have to be innovative kasi hindi ka pwedeng maiwan or ma-appreciate nyo yung culture ng Kapampangan through food talaga.
Yung pong 3 words na, na Kapampangan cuisine, manyaman, malasa, at higit sa lahat, hindi kayo magsisisi pag natikman nyo ang Kapampangan cuisine.
Flavors of Pampanga, manyaman!
Kenny naka!
And I'm sure that everyone enjoyed that. I would like to take this opportunity, of course, to thank Hilton Clark Sun Valley Resort for having us beautiful, beautiful hotel. And of course, yung feedback nila na napanood natin, talaga naman na heartwarming ang kanilang mga tauan and also people that are coming together just, of course, to get through pandemic and making it easier for each and every one of them, of course, the workers, and not just that, but of course, for the guests as well. Kaya naman, napakasarap talaga ng pakiramdam na nandito tayo sa Pampanga today. And of course, being taken care of by Hilton Clark Sun Valley Resort. Once again, thank you so much for having us here. This is such a pleasure, of course. And to see everyone so happy to be here, it's such a fun and, of course, heartwarming feeling. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, when in Pampanga, let's go back to food. Once again, you will never run out of food options. Food that won over the Filipino palate across the country. So what's your Kapampangan dish? Nako, everything is my favorite. Especially seeing every dish or yung mga darating pa na dishes na nalulutuin ng ating mga chefs today na mouth-watering talaga. And of course, conversations about iconic Kapampangan dishes. So moving on to our program, we have invited a special guest speaker to talk about his experiences in advocacy and promoting the food heritage of the country. He was the first Filipino chef invited by the Le Tavole Academy tables of UNISG in Polenzo, Italy, to prepare Filipino dishes that opened everyone's palates to richness and varying flavors of Filipino food. After this experience, he co-founded Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement, a non-profit organization whose mission is to promote and preserve Philippine cuisine, tradition, and heirloom produce. Let's get to know more about his inspiring stories of pushing Filipino heritage forward, a Kapampangan himself once again. Let's give it up for none other than Chef Jam Melchor.
Isang magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat, lahat ng mga nanonood online, and of course, nandito sa Hilton Clark. Maya pagat panapon po kaya kayungan. Of course, I would like to thank RD Carol Oy for making sure that this event is going to be possible as the culminating event of Filipino Food Month. Maraming salamat po. And of course, I would like to recognize yung mga masisipag nating RD, si RD RR, na idol ko of NCR, and RD Mike. Maraming salamat po for pushing our gastronomy in the Philippines. And as one of the main proponents of Filipino Food Month and major advocate of Filipino cuisine sa buong Philippines, I am really happy with all of the efforts na binubuhos ng Department of Tourism sa ating pag-promote ng ating gastronomy. So today, actually, I am going to talk about sailing to sabor, sailing to flavors of Filipino cuisine. We all know for a fact that our gastronomy is very much diverse. Napakadami nating pagkain from north to south. And with that, we have to celebrate it. Ang dami nating dahilan para sabi nga ni Secretary Berna kanina, hindi lang dapat isang buwan ng Filipino Food Month, kundi dapat araw-araw. And I truly agree with that. Ang ating gastronomy ay isa sa mga napaka-importanting pillars sa pagpopromote ng ating kultura. This can be a key in promoting the hard-hit tourism industry. Napaka-importante ngayon na maintindihan natin ano ang mga paraan kung paano may promote ang ating bansa. At isa sa mga major ways at pinaka-essential na way ay ang pagkain natin. When we talk about gastronomy, hindi lang siya actually tungkol sa pagluluto, no? Napakalaking food system from producers down to consumers. So when we talk about Philippine gastronomy, it does not only involve the chefs, but it also involves artisans, farmers, fisher folks, and of course, everyone, lahat tayo, because every day we eat. Sabi nga, nung nag-umpisa ang Filipino Food Month this year, #lugaw is essential. At natapos naman siya na biglang nag-mushroom yung community pantries, 'di ba? Dumami kasi nakita natin na importante talaga ang pagpapahalaga sa pagkain. During this time of isolation, the only way to go is to revisit history. A lot of us are focused kung saan tayo pupunta. But some of us may have forgotten kung ano ba talaga ang kulinaryang pamana ng Pilipinas. So by doing that, it is very important for us to understand also saan nanggagaling at ano ang pwede nitong maidulot sa ating ekonomiya. Isa po ang Pampanga sa inspirasyon ko kung bakit ako naging chef. Bilang isang chef, marami po akong mga travels sa loob at sa labas ng bansa na ang mga hina-highlight ko na pagkain ay Kapampangan dishes. So, nung binuo ko po ang Filipino Food Movement dito sa Pilipinas, isa pong activity na isinaisip namin ay ang pagkakaroon ng Filipino Food Month. Bakit? Katulad ng Linggo ng Wika, katulad ng Linggo ng Musikang Filipino or Cultural Heritage Month, importante na magkaroon ng sariling buwan ang pagkaing Pilipino. Malaki po ang pasasalamat ko kay President Duterte that in 2018 pinirmahan niya by law ang Proclamation 469 declaring Filipino Food Month every April. That's why kahit po magpalit na ng administrasyon at mga nanunungkulan, ang Filipino Food Month ay mananatiling permanente. Yun po ang pinakamagandang regalo na binigay siguro nila sa industriya natin na kinabibilangan natin. Now, ang Filipino Food Month, every annual po sineselebrate natin to. This is why, alam ko marami pong nanonood dito na tourism stakeholders, agri-stakeholders. You have to make sure na meron po kayong activity na inorganisa every April of every year. Dahil ang ating government will make sure also to fund all of these initiatives. In fact, on June 11th, this coming June 11th, during kain na sa Marquee Mall, magpipirmahan na po ng Memorandum of Understanding ang Department of Agriculture, Department of Tourism, National Commission for Culture and the Arts, at Philippine Culinary Heritage Movement para maging permanente at mas mapalaki pa ang Filipino Food Month taon-taon. Sa lahat po ng embahada, sa lahat ng consulates at sa bawat government facilities, isa-celebrate po ang Filipino Food Month. As head also of Slow Food Youth Network in the Philippines, napakalaking importansya ng traceability. Tatlo lang po ang principles na gusto kong ituro sa inyo ngayong hapon na ito. Good, clean, and fair. Ang pagkain ay dapat malinis. Ang pagkain ay dapat nakakatulong sa ating mga producers, sa mga farmers. Fair. At of course, good because it's good for the environment. No? Isa po sa aming mga programa na pinupush ang slow food travel. Ito ay ang pag-create ng isang mapa wherein we can showcase the products of our artisans na anchored sa agriculture and food crops. Food crafts. Now, ito pong slow travel na to ay nag-pilot na sa iba't ibang bansa. Ito po ang example ng Austria. And I think dito po sa Philippines, mag-uumpisa na rin sa Negros at sa Cordillera. At ngayon, inuunti na po namin ang pagmamap din ng Pampanga sa initiative ng Department of Tourism Region 3 Office, no, sa pangunguna po ni R.D. Carol. Nag-umpisa na po kaming mag-map ng mga food traditions, mga food products ng Pampanga. And I'm sure marami pa tayong madidiskubre na mga food traditions na hindi natin alam before. Ark of Taste, isa po itong archive wherein we also preserve heirloom species or heirloom ingredients, no? Sa buong mundo. We are currently present in about 160 plus countries. At sa Philippines, ang Ark of Taste po natin ay meron na tayong na-preserve na 68 varieties. Kasama po dito ang duman. Ang duman ng Pampanga, which is actually one of the most expensive rice in the Philippines. Sa ibang bansa, umaabot ito ng 400 pesos a kilo. So this is something that we have to preserve and make sure na malaman din, makilala ng mga future generations. Hindi lang tayong mga chefs, but most especially the public. No? We have to ensure the transmission of knowledge. Mindfulness is the key. Mindfulness and maliban doon, traceability, importante po na isaalang-alang natin lagi na more than cooking demos, more than organizing pop-up markets, more than organizing food bazaars, importante ang food education. Alamin natin ang sariling pagkain natin at kung ano yung mga tradisyon na hindi dapat makalimutan. As part of the food system, we also have the ultimate responsibility to make sure that the locally foods that are grown are actually supported by, of course, the government and eat what is in season, no? And of course, this will help shift the patterns of the local businesses para magkaroon ulit ng jump start yung industriya, lalo na ng food and beverage industry. And lastly, there is more to gastronomy than just food. Atin pong tatandaan na ang pagkaing Pilipino is not just pantawid gutom. It is a reflection of our culture. And we have to make sure na lahat po ng ginagawa natin na activities, na food initiatives ay anchored sa sustainability because this is the only way to shift to the new normal. At some point, the world will start to open again, but there are some ways or mga ating mga nakaugalian before na might not be applicable, no? Doon sa tinatawag nilang new normal. But we have to make sure that we have to persevere kasi walang playbook yung nangyayari sa atin ngayon. We are creating our own playbook, lalo na pagdating sa pagpopromote ng pagkain natin at kulinarya natin. Dakala salamat po. Maya Payaldo kaya kayungan.
When you serve good food, especially to those people na talagang who knows the food of Kapampangan, no? Pag kumakain sila, talagang it brings back memories.
So it's not just Kapampangan food itself. It's the people, the Kapampangan cook behind the food that makes the food good.
Hindi pwede yung pwede na. Dapat pwede na. Si Raymond Yabut from Lola Nurse Meriendahan dito sa Mabalacat, Pampanga. Nag-start ang Lola Nurse noong 2006 for friends and family muna. Ang concept namin is parang nakipagmerienda ka lang sa kapitbahay natin.
So Tall House is all about the home and all about the family. So we started our restaurant in 1988 here in Angeles City in Pampanga. So when we started, we just wanted a simple cafe with simple food, but that has soul. It is food that centers on family. So when you come to Tall House, what we want you to feel is as if you are home.
Our restaurant is Apag Marangle. It's an authentic Kapampangan restaurant. Our specialties, being an authentic Kapampangan restaurant, are the dishes that are being prepared in our homes. We say it's authentic because from the preparation of the ingredients to the cooking and the way we serve it, we do it the traditional way.
Ang pinagkaiba ng pagkain namin, we deal strictly on the quality. Quality food, dapat quality ingredient ang i-offer mo. Dahil localized siya, isa authentic Kapampangan, we stick dun sa kung anong meron dito. Like for example, instead sa palabok namin, instead of using calamansi, pag season naman yung kamyas ang inaano namin, nilalagay namin doon.
Apag Marangle, naisip lang namin siyang buksan because yun lang ang alam ko. Mahilig magluto ang mga parents ko, mga true-blooded Kapampangan, even mga aunties ko. So lumaki ako sa environment na talagang pagluluto at pagkain. Okay? So yun yung baon ko. Apag Marangle means hain sa bukid or served in the farm. Kasi apag is hain, you serve. No? Marangle is bukid.
Somehow, when we opened our doors in 1988, ang best seller talaga namin is our baked macaroni. It's a personal concoction of our family. As I said, we're a family restaurant centered on the family. So ang mga first few dishes namin were the dishes that we serve at home.
Ang Lola Nurse, kilala kami sa comfort food actually. Isa Kapampangan pagkain. Most likely yung mga customer namin dito, yung mga balikbayan, hinahanap pa rin nila yung comfort food nila. For example, yung mga dati na kinakain, which is hindi na nakakain sa ibang bansa, like yung halo-halo, putong babi, yung mga exotic kamaro and betute, yan, yung mga hinahanap nila.
The pandemic was really a challenging time for us, especially when we started our lockdown last year. Tall House just recently finished its renovation. So, hindi pa kami nakakabawi, ayan, lockdown na. But I think we were able to overcome that and we're still overcoming it because we have this belief, no, na things will be better.
talagang nag-down yung dining dahil 2 months kami nagsara. Halos yung mga tao ayaw lumabas, gusto nila delivery. Sa mga restaurant owner, ano ba yung challenge sa amin? So ang inano na lang namin is yung open air dining. Inopen namin yung garden namin. So outside dining muna kami.
We offer a complete experience. It's not just the food, no? It's the Kapampangan warmth. You know, yung Kapampangan warmth is when you dine in, talagang mga Kapampangan makulit yan eh. O, kain ka pa, kuha ka pa, sige pa, kain ka, balik ka.
Well, I would like to say we're well loved by the Kapampangans. And we wish to spread that love, in the future. We want to also expand our food, our restaurant, and the spirit of Toll House.
Most likely, dapat pag meron kang restaurant, open ka sa mga ideas, open ka dun sa mga comment nila. So, from there, kung ano man yung sinabi nila, i-take mo, itignan mo kung paano mo siya i-improve. Kung nag-i-improve, well and good, i-adopt namin yon.
With the Kapampangan restaurant in Pampanga and able to make it to our 13th year is a big accomplishment. Especially, you're serving your food to Kapampangan people na alam nila kung ano ang Kapampangan food. Yun ay isang karangalan na hindi matatawaran.
As a Kapampangan, when you say Manyaman, it brings happy thoughts. No? Pag sinabing Manyaman, wow, let's go there. Kasi manyaman, masarap. Pero pag ako, tinitingnan ko rin, when you cut down the word, makikita mo doon, yaman. Manyaman. The yaman meaning, in Tagalog, rich. And that's how Kapampangan food is. It's rich of many things. It's inviting.
Manyaman may be used sa food. Manyaman, it's a feeling. Masarap ang pakiramdam. Ang sarap ng pakiramdam na nandito ka sa lugar na makakain ka ng masarap. Eating together with family, with friends. That is also manyaman.
Ang next term nun is Mekeni. Mekeni, manyaman Kenny. Come here because masarap dito.
Basta pa mga Kapampangan, manyaman.
Ayan, manyaman, di ba? Yaman talaga. Ayan ang gusto ko talaga sa mga Kapampangan na rich talaga, hindi lang sa mga dishes or flavors, kung hindi syempre sa pagmamahal at sa kanilang emotion din towards sa kanilang mga niluluto. But before I go ahead and give more feedback in regards to the very beautiful video that we've just seen, I would like to thank, of course, Chef Jam Melchor for the very enlightening and very informative video. Thank you so much, Chef. Now, going back to the video that we just saw kanina, talaga namang ang napansin ko, everyone ay parang galing talaga sa family yung love for cooking talaga, and it just really got passed on to generation and generation up until nandito na tayo 2021, and they are still holding on to those dear recipes, dear flavorful and very mouth-watering recipes na talagang lahat tayo ay nag-e-enjoy. Natutuwa ako dun sa mga tinuro nila sa atin, yung manyaman, which is masarap, yaman na manyaman, which is rich in deliciousness. Pwede ba nating sabihin yon? Yaman sa manyaman. Rich sa napakasarap na mga flavors at pagkain dito sa Pampanga. And of course, Mekeni, siguro lahat naman tayo narinig na natin ang very popular na word na Mekeni. Ayan. Ngayon po, from one Kapampangan savory dishes na naluto na ng ating mga previous chefs kanina, how about we treat ourselves naman with some sweets? Ayan. Here to cook for us a Kapampangan signature dessert, please all welcome, let's give a round of applause, Assistant Professor at the Angeles University Foundation, Chef Romulo Mendoza Jr., PhD, IHM. Alright, Chef, nandito na po tayo. Kamusta po tayo ngayon, Chef?
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. So, okay naman po tayo ngayong hapon na to.
Ayan, excited na po ba tayong gawin ng... Ito po bang isa sa mga inyong parang, kumbaga talagang go-to na ginagawa na dessert?
Yes, kasi lalo na ito, ang papakita kong dessert ngayon sa inyo, ito na yung isang dying recipe dito sa atin sa Pampanga. Kasi hindi na siya nailuluto or hindi na siya naipiprepare actually. Kaya natin ngayon mas ginagawa na mas maipakilala pa siya. So, i-remake natin siya ngayon para kasi hindi na nila masabi na ang hirap naman niyang gawin. Nahirapan sa ingredients. So ngayon papakita natin kung paano siya gawin into mas easier way. Okay? And at the same time, hindi lang every Christmas na natin siya makikita sana. So hopefully makita na natin siya all year round.
See. So ito talagang parang dish ito ng pang-Christmas talaga. Care to share po the recipe background about the dish po ba?
Okay, so for this one, yung ating gagawin ngayon, kilala siya dahil sa lugar ng Santa Rita, Guagua. And at the same time, ang mga pagkain kasi ng Pampanga, hindi lang siya dahil ito yung recipe ng family heirloom, ito yung mga ingredients na nakikita sa lugar ng Pampanga or within the area. Pero ang mga pagkain ng Kapampangan din, meron din tayong tinatawag na religious food. Kasi ibang mga pagkain ng Pampanga, dinevelop or naituro siya noong mga panahon ng mga Catholicism sa atin. So, isa ito sa mga pinamahagi ng mga nuns, yung mga madre natin ng sinaunang panahon, na ipinamahagi nila, itinuro sa mga Kapampangan ng Santa Rita, Guagua. So, ang tawag natin dito ay patku. Okay, so yung mga nakakarinig na nito, patku ang tawag. So, meron kasing kasabihan ng mga bata, kaya hindi nila ma-pronounce yung Pasko.
Okay. Napaka-sweet nun, kaya patku na lang.
Oo, kaya nga, they said that patku is a corrupted word kasi nga hindi ma-pronounce ang bata
Kasi
ang Pasko.
usually kapag bata, ang S na papalitan ng T yan, di ba?
Yes, correct.
Patko. Alam mo, napakaganda. Thank you so much for sharing. Kasi parang, ang napansin ko din, each and every dish that we have prepared today, very historical.
Correct,
Rich
correct.
talaga din sa history ang mga Kapampangan dishes. And I'm super, super excited and looking forward also to be tasting this one. Ngayon naman po, what makes this special or unique among other Kapampangan dishes?
Okay, so maliban dun sa pinagsama-sama kasi the traditional recipes not only within Pampanga but as well as dun sa mga nearby provinces. So yes, katulad dito, meron tayong makikitang coconut, yung desiccated coconut natin. So nearby provinces natin, mas kilala sila dyan, especially the Bicol, dahil sa mga Bicolano, mahilig sa gata. Yes, correct. Tapos meron din po tayong tinatawag natin muscovado, the traditional sugar natin. Okay? So ngayon, hindi na usually na naririnig nila the muscovado. Ang alam na nila yung brown sugar, wash, or yung white. So dito, ibabalik natin siya.
Personal question ko, when you say muscovado, is it the same as brown sugar din talaga? Magkaiba pa ba sila?
Same lang siya, pero the muscovado, it is more nutritious kasi ito yung hindi siya talaga na process ng mas matagal. So the natural ingredients and at the same time the natural vitamins and minerals that has the sugar, nandyan siya na retain, correct.
Nako, ito naman chef, na is it Milo ba? What is this?
No, this is a cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder.
Oo. Kasi ito yung isa sa ipapartner natin sa ating patku. So gagawa tayo ng napakabilis 2-minute na baterol. Okay, kasi yung iba usually hinahanap nila yung cacao talaga, cacao na beans. So minsan nahihirapan sila maghanap, lalo na ngayon dahil sobrang hirap ng mga ingredients na hanapin. So,
ako nga sabi ko Milo kasi that's what I'm familiar
correct.
with. I don't cook but I sure eat.
Yeah, so ito gagamit tayo ngayon ng...
ito naman siya.
Ito naman sa atin, kasi usually the baterol, meron siyang mani talaga para mas maging creamy yung lasa niya. So, for the nuts, different flavors ang meron doon. So, hindi lang siya yung ground nuts, meron din siyang kasoy. Okay, so ina-add yan. So ito, binlender ko na siya. So kung wala kayo mahanap na kasoy at saka yung regular nuts kasi masyadong medyo expensive nga the kasoy, you can use peanut butter, pwede naman yun. So you just have to, i-lessen na lang the sugar.
Very special. Ayan.
Correct.
Naku, so chef, as an assistant professor naman in a university, how do you teach the younger generation to appreciate the heritage of local cuisine? Dahil nakita ko talaga na very dear to your heart, especially when you're talking about ingredients and yung mga dishes na galing talaga dito lokal. Paano nyo siya ibinibigay ng encouragement or inspiration sa ating mga generation ngayon?
Whenever I teach to my student, I always make it sure na they are cooking the food with love. Okay? Kasi hindi ka makakapag-prepare ng masarap na pagkain kung yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo mahal.
That's so true.
So, laging ganon, and at the same time, we always make it sure that all of the ingredients that we have to use are available and fresh. Okay, so, wag tayong gagamit ng mga hindi natin familiar.
That's right. That's right. At kagaya rin ng sinabi ng ating mga previous chef, take your time.
Yes,
diba? Make
correct.
every dish with love. Love kasi dyan talaga lalabas. All right. Well, I'm very sure that this is going to taste as amazing. Ngayon naman po, share about the Kapampangan influence naman in your dishes or your favorite Kapampangan dish. Because this one is sweet, di ba po? Do you have a favorite Kapampangan dish naman po aside from the sweet one?
Marami akong favorite na Kapampangan na food, pero the usual na I want talaga, yung ating pisto.
Pisto and patko.
Oh yeah. Actually, the pisto is yung giniling siya na baboy.
Right.
Tapos meron din siyang chorizo. So ito yung pinapakain tuwing may pabasa, may special occasion, yung mga ganun na
So
simple
ito yung parang
food.
pwede sa rice and pwede sa tinapay.
Correct. Apo.
Naku, looking forward talaga to this one. So, Chef, I'm very excited. Let's go and do your magic. Thank you so much for having us. And you can go ahead and make your patko.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, for our patku, mabilis yung gagawin natin. Yung pinaka-butter lang ang ayusin muna natin. So, sa pinaka-butter lang natin, I'll be using the rice flour. So, hindi na ako nagbabad ng bigas, okay, nagigilingin. So, ito pwede na natin gawin kasi usually, nagbababad pa sila ng mga bigas. So, ito ngayon pwede na natin bilhin sa market. Tapos, dahil hindi ko siya finerment, yung flour natin, ay yung ating bigas, hindi na natin siya giniling. So, I'll be using yeast, okay, para mag-activate and at the same time, para umalsa din siya. Pero kung regular na bigas siya yung ginamit ninyo, tapos binabad nyo siya before gilingin, do not use the yeast anymore kasi meron na siyang natural leavener, okay? So, for this one, I'll be using the yeast, okay? Then, of course, hindi pwedeng walang salt. Yung iba kasi hindi nila alam na pag dessert, dapat lagyan siya ng salt. Okay? Para mag-balance lang the sweetness. Kasi yung iba, sobrang nauumay sila sa sweetness ng mga ingredients or the dessert. So, para to balance it out lang, lagyan niyo po siya ng salt. Okay? Yun din po yung, ginagawa ko sa mga fruit salad. So, yung iba akala nila meron siyang extra ako nilalagay. Sinasabi ko lang asin. Ayaw nila maniwala, then they tried it. So, nakita nga nila the salt will enhance and flavorful pa the dessert itself. So, I add the full egg. And I have here the coconut milk. Okay, then we have water here. Okay. Then, mimix lang natin siya. Until we have the butter na already. Baba ko na lang. Okay, so eto na po yung ating butter. So kung maamoy nyo lang siya, it smells the flavor from your coconut. Okay, kasi ito yung magiging add the glossy and at the same time flavor from your butter. Kasi ito wala siya talagang sugar, natural sugar lang i-add natin. The flavor of the coconut mamaya and at the same time the muscovado, yun naman yung magbibigay ng additional flavor with the patku. Okay, so here's our butter na. Now we're going to prepare it na po. Iluluto lang natin siya ng mabilis. Ayan, ang hirap maging artista, no? Ang init sa stage. Charot. Okay. So, heat lang natin the pan. Okay, while we are waiting for the pan to be heated, ito po yung pinakamabilis na ituturo ko sa inyo, how to prepare your baterol. Nang ganito lang po siya kabilis. So first, yung pong ating ground nuts, or if you can use the peanut butter, that will do. Okay, then we do have the powdered sugar. Then yung ating cocoa powder. Then yung ating fresh milk. Then of course, maglalagay lang tayong konting salt. Okay, then i-blender lang po natin siya. So after blending, ito po, i-heat na lang natin siya later. Okay, so yun na po yung ating pinaka-baterol. Okay, so okay na tong ating pan.
Hi, Chef!
Hello.
Ayan, parang hindi umiinit yung pan natin.
Yeah.
Medyo umiinit na siya. Na-excite ako eh. Kasi nagbe-blend
True.
na. Oo, makikichika lang sana ako. Okay, so nakita ko yan kanina and nakita rin kita na ikaw mismo ang gumagawa.
Yes.
So what exactly are those?
These are small palaspas. I adopted this one sa puni ng Bulacan. So as part of their decoration kasi. So instead of maglalagay lang ako normal na banana leaf dito, so why not make a puni? Okay, as part of the plating, and at the same time, I do have this one also.
Ang saya.
Okay, so ito pwede natin pan-decorate as natural, ano lang siya, ingredients are the flower, the leaf that we can see lang naman sa market.
Pandan leaf?
No, this is banana leaf.
Banana leaf siya.
So, gagawin lang siya. This way you make it. You fold it
meron
lang.
tayong leaf origami.
Yeah. In Bulacan, they call it puni. So, fold lang siya. Habang fino-fold, iniikot mo rin siya. So, hanggang makakabuo ka ng
So cute!
ganyan. Ayan.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you guys who are watching at home, mukhang madali dahil ang bilis nung galaw ng fingers ni Chef, pero I can honestly tell you,
Okay,
mahirap
so,
siya.
Ayan na siya.
Ayan, that's so nice. Ito rin ang ginamit nyo doon sa...
Yes, dito sa ating cup mamaya for our baterol.
Ay, I'm very excited. So, itong coconut natin, saan natin ginamit, Chef, ang ating coconut?
Yan mamaya
On
magiging
top.
filling sa loob siya.
Filling siya.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Is it getting hot, Matt? Matagal po uminit, ano?
Oo.
Ayan. Nai-excite din ako dito sa baterol natin. So ano ang kasama dito sa mga baterol natin? Titignan ko nga. Chef, okay lang ba?
Yeah.
Tignan ko ha. Very frothy siya sa loob and very chocolatey. Feeling ko talagang sobrang bagay sila. And also, I'm very excited to try one of these pero ayoko nang i-try dahil alam kong hindi ko naman magagawa.
Patatanggal.
Can we take a look at this? This is really nice.
Kasi
Oh.
dumikit na siya.
And it's quite sturdy para sa banana leaf.
Okay, wait lang. I-ano lang natin tong pan. Dahil,
Pinapainit lang natin
Yeah.
ang ating pan. And I am sure that it is going to be worth the wait. Ayan, Chef. So while we're waiting... Alright, so now while we are waiting for the pan to get heated, we'll be right back and you guys enjoy this video that we're about to show you. Please watch this. right, and welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, kayo dyan sa inyong mga bahay-bahay. Ayan, na-excite na ba kayo sa ating final recipe for today, of course, which is by Chef Romulo. Pero syempre, intayin muna natin yan later on. I would like to, of course, say something about the videos that we just watched. I really like the approach ng kanilang protocols in terms of the pandemic that's going on right now. Kitang-kita natin si Chef Romulo, busy talaga sa paggagawa, and I'm very much looking forward to it dahil ang engrande ng kanyang presentation. Now, as I was saying earlier, ang vibrant din ng approach ng videos na napanood natin in terms of how we can retain the cleanliness and also yung safety ng ating mga sarili and also for other people. As you've seen the video kanina, ang approach nila for social distancing by washing your hands, talaga namang makulay, masaya, talaga may engganyo kang gawin. And even the background music was actually kind of really boppy talaga. So, right now, nakikita nyo naman na nirorolyo na ni Chef Romulo ang kanyang patko. At meron pa pala itong ribbon. Ribbon nga ba ito? Chef Patko, okay. Chef Patko. Chef Romulo na ginagawa na ang kanyang patko dish. Gusto kong makita talaga kung paano siya. It will all come together. Kasi plating na, and then we also have the baterol. Tama ba, Chef? Baterol?
Yes.
It looks so nice. Parang pleasing talaga siya sa eyes. Presentation-wise, it's so amazing. And I'm sure that it's the same way sa kanyang panglasa. Dahil talaga namang ingredients pa lang, talagang gusto mo nang itry. Look at that. It's like a gift. Parang ayaw mo nang kainin, and the smell. Chef, totoo nga yung smell niya talaga.
Yes.
Isipin mo kung ginagawa mo to sa bahay, talagang maaamoy mo all over the house. Ang mga bata, especially kapag patko na, magbababaan na yan ng stairs or tears. Dahil naaamoy na nila ito. So as you can see, ang ginagawa ni Chef Romulo ngayon, nilagyan niya muna ng coconut first. And this is the batter. Chef, ano itong batter na ginamit natin?
Yung kanina na ginawa natin na from rice flour.
From rice flour, okay.
Yes.
And then, ang process ay nilagyan niya ng coconut and then nilagyan niya ng muscovado with a little bit of butter on top of it.
Margarine.
Margarine.
Kasi mas malasa ang margarine kay butter. Kaya yung traditional sa bahay, mas margarine ang ginagamit. Kesa sa butter natin.
Yung mga little tiny details na ganun, minsan iisipin mo, I think it's okay if I exchange this or if I replace this ingredient with something. And sometimes there's really completely nothing wrong with that. Pero dun mo talaga malalasahan yung difference.
Yes.
Nung recipe na talagang ginamit mo lahat ng ingredients as is or as asked, or compared to dun sa, ay wala akong margarine butter na lang. So siguro that's where the difference lies talaga. As you can see, it's all coming together. And we still have one more na gagawin ni Chef, and ilalagay niya ulit to. And then, ano na ang next step natin, Chef?
Yung ating bateroli, heat lang natin siya para mag-pair with natin siya sa ating patko.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Chef, pero parang nakikita ko ang suman latik at sinasawsaw ba siya? Tama ba ako doon?
Correct, yes.
Ay, isasawsaw din. Alright.
So, ito pwedeng siyang inumin, as hot as it is. Pwede rin siyang i-drizzle natin siya as a sauce sa ating patko.
Ooh, that's so exciting. Gusto ko yung mga dishes na ganun, yung parang very interactive, na you have to do something before you can actually eat it. This is really nice. And the smell, the aroma is definitely parang intoxicating siya, to be honest with you. Sobrang bango. I can't wait for everything to come together dahil feeling ko talaga napakaganda ng presentation. Ngayon pa lang, Chef, hindi napapasok na yung parang
sanay na.
Wala,
Kasi
pasong-paso
yung
na.
butter niya, yung pinaka patko natin na crepe, masyado siyang delicate. So, kung gagamit ka ng mga utensils, most probably, mapupunit siya.
Oh, so kailangan talaga sakripisyo para
Oo.
para maging maganda ang presentation. Wow, well that's dedication for you guys.
Kasi ganyan din natin ginagawa yung mga sinaunang mothers before. So, with love talaga,
Oo.
paano nila i-fold yung ating
Totoo
Patko.
yun. Talagang kapag ginamit yung kamay talaga. Kaya one thing I really love about the Filipino culture also is that we eat with our hands. Mas sumasarap talaga kahit na anong pagkain. Basta't nagkakamay ka, especially sa umagahan or sa tanghalian. Basta wag lang sabaw. Kasi medyo mahirap. Pero yung mga talagang pangkamay na pagkain ay talagang napakasarap at syempre mas masarap pagsaluhan. And with this one, talaga namang shareable talaga siya dahil tatlo ang ginawa ni Chef Romulo. And there you have it. Look at that.
So, prepare lang natin mabilis ang ating, excuse lang po.
Go ahead and look at it, guys. It is made to perfection. At wala pa yung baterol natin dyan. Can you imagine? And the cup is so cute.
So, kanina nag-blender na tayo nito. So, i-heat lang natin. So, ganyan dapat siya ka-creamy yung ating baterol.
Right. Talagang may certain consistency siya, no? Na
Yes.
kailangan i-achieve.
So, warm lang natin siya. So, your baterol na is here. So, either you drink it as it is or prepare natin siya sa ating patko.
Excited ako kasi feeling ko kasi I have a sweet tooth, so I really love chocolate. So parang ang feeling ko talaga it's so rich. Tapos yung consistency niya, hindi siya malabnaw, hindi rin siya thick. It's just right to kind of like really feel it in your mouth and feel everything. Yung ingredients mo talagang malalasahan mo. Ooh, look at that!
So, eto na ang ating baterol.
I don't know about you guys, pero it's beginning to feel super Christmassy here.
Yes, especially ang Pampanga, it's known for Christmas lanterns din, di ba?
Right!
So we have to more prosper sa ating mga Christmas food.
That's so true. Naku, parang perfect ito talaga sa Christmas. Pero feeling ko sa sobrang sarap niya, all year round, you can have this amazing and super delicious food talaga. Chef Romel, papasa na ba ito na delicacy ng Pampanga? Or can you find this sa iba na meron din silang different take on it or twist, ganon?
Actually, meron tayong mga iba-ibang klaseng crepe, but this one is very much Pampanga because of ito yung pinaka-tinuro ng mga madre before kasi. Specifically, it's Santa Rita Guagua. So, isa ito sa mga traditional religious Catholic food
Right.
na meron tayo dito sa Pampanga itself.
Naku, mafe-feel mo ang Holy Spirit once you try this. Ayan, as you can see, it looks so pristine, so amazing. Once again, by Chef Romulo, that is Patko. Thank you so much, Chef,
you
for
so
gracing
much.
us with your amazing delicacy today. Here you go po. Once again, I am glad I am able to discover these gems right here, nowhere else in Pampanga. And of course, you guys are very lucky to have a sneak peek of what you can try once you visit this province. Kaya ano pang hinihintay natin? Tara na! Make sure you've listed this down in your must-tries dahil ako definitely nagawa ko na yan. Lahat yan nasa listahan ko na. Pero syempre, I think you are missing out if you haven't tasted these Kapampangan dishes. Kaya lahat yan, titikman natin later. You can never go wrong with the taste and the quality. Kagaya nga ng mga sinabi nila kanina, dekalidad talaga. Even from doon sa tiniest na kanilang ingredient na ginagamit, kailangan talaga quality ito because every bite makes you appreciate how the previous generations. Ayan din ang isang napansin ko sa ating mga chefs. Lahat ng dishes nila, it came all the way from ancestral that gotten passed down to generation. And of course, generations took effort also in introducing Filipino tradition in these dishes with their own twist. Kagaya nga ni Chef kanina, ni Chef Howard. Ang sabi niya, you have to make it your own, di ba? Para yung next generation, ganun din ang gawin nila. And of course, as a foodie myself, I love how food can connect you to the history. Sobrang historical ng ating mga dishes today. And of course, the culture of a certain place, which is Pampanga today. It's like creating this connection to the past and making it continuing history or story. Kaya itong mga chef na napanood natin today, antabayan na natin ang next generation naman, di ba, na susunod sa kanilang mga yapak. Indeed, this afternoon took us on a whole new level of culinary adventure. Now, let us cap this momentous occasion with a message. Let us all, of course, put our hands together from the Regional Director of DOT Region 3, Ms. Carolina D. Oy.
Thank you very much. Diverse is the single most word to succinctly describe Filipino cuisine. In an archipelago of 7,107 islands, there is so much more to Filipino food that awaits us to taste and discover beyond the adobo, pansit, and sinigang. And this is precisely what Flavors of Pampanga has given us today. A glimpse of the rich and delectable food culture at the very heart of Central Luzon. There is no more eloquent way to best celebrate Pampanga's rich culinary history than through some of its most cherished Kapampangan treasures like Jam Melchor, Howard Dizon, Romulo Mendoza, and Pat Messina, gastronomic geniuses at their own right. Flavors of Pampanga is part of our relentless efforts in the Department of Tourism to position the Filipino cuisine in the world gastronomic scene. That is to say, our long-term goal is to heat up the country's profile as a culinary destination in the world. We have to keep the conversation about our food going, and we have so much more to tackle. Today, we have started the conversation on heritage cuisines. Where else but at the center of gastronomy in the country, Pampanga. It is our hope that today's event will draw any hungry traveler to explore the province's most iconic cuisines as what we have seen prepared by some of its homegrown culinary talents. Iconic dishes such as nilagang Paskong Kapampangan, asadong dila, bringhe, bobotu or tamales, buro ng talangka, betute, kamaro, a wide array of desserts like turones de casoy, sans rival, tibok-tibok, biko, and the best pork dish in the world, sisig. There is indeed so much more to Filipino food that is yet to be tested and discovered. And Flavors of Pampanga is our invitation to take that culinary journey around the country, starting with the rich and diverse Kapampangan cuisines. Rest assured that the Department of Tourism will be hard at work to drive in awareness among Filipinos, first and foremost, to be proud of our food and the nation it represents. With the global reputation that the Philippines has already established, we are confident that Filipino food will, sooner than expected, become household names in every global citizen. An old adage says that the best way to a person's heart is through his stomach. It is quite certainly also that the best way of understanding one's culture is through his food. On behalf of the Department of Tourism, my sincere thanks to former President and House Speaker, now Pampanga 2nd District Representative, the Honorable Congresswoman Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Tourism Secretary Bernadette Romulo Puyat, a self-confessed foodie herself, and a heritage food advocate at that. Thank you to all our partners in the tourism business for honoring the Kapampangan's unparalleled reputation for good food. My warmest congratulations to everyone who has been a part of this newest food joint for the great work that you have done. I have no doubt that today's event will open more doors for foodies and adventure seekers like me, who are always in the look for authentic local flavors. Why? Because we Filipinos are known for having a great appetite not only for good food, but for new and exciting dishes. Our love for food often, if not always, brings us on food holidays in places such as what we have here today. Where there is good food, there we will always be. Thank you all, and mabuhay.
Thank you very much, Director Carolina Uy, for your message. That was very heartwarming, ma'am. Culinary traditions must be preserved to ensure its transmission to future generations. It is also a way to support various industries, farmers, and communities. Let us support our local cuisine and be advocates to preserve our culinary heritage, not just during Filipino Food Month, but every day of our lives. Are you now planning to next trip? Central Luzon it is, all right? You may check out the Facebook page of DOT Region 3 to know more about the destinations and activities you can try in their provinces. You can, of course, also check out Facebook page of Department of Tourism to get updates on how traveling is done under the new normal that we are in right now. It is also very important to take notes of the safety protocols and travel safely. Once again, this is Zari Giselle, and it has been an immense pleasure hosting this celebration with you. Thank you everyone for joining us. We hope to see you next time, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.